Hi there, my name is Teri Smith. I'm the owner of Adorable Decor, where we make and sell wreaths and other types of home decor. I also work toward inspiring others to make their own designs through my wreath making group. And today I'm going to be making a floral farmhouse style arrangement. A little bit on the rustic side. And I've had this chicken that I picked up last year at Hobby Lobby, and I think it's time to put him to use. So, all right, well, we'll go ahead and get started. Now, I did get this this little container at Hobby Lobby. They've got lots of them, and every other week they've got them on either half price, or I might have gotten this in the spring shop, and that's 40% off right now. But anyway, I have that, and I've gone ahead. I filled it with floral foam. If you can see, I have it filled with floral foam, and then I put some Spanish moss over the top, which I then secured with a couple of floral pins. I do not advise covering it with hot glue. I use Gorilla Glue, and Gorilla Glue is very hard, and sometimes if you cover that with glue, then you're going to have a hard time getting your stems in. So that's why I don't do that way. And once you start getting florals in here, a lot of that moss is going to be held down just by the florals alone. So, okay. All right. And I told you about my little chicken here that's been sitting there looking at me for over a year now. I also got it at Hobby Lobby. He has a little bit of weight to him. So I haven't really decided. I might, about everything I make is for sale. And so I've got to think about shipping. And my feeling is, as heavy as he is, I probably am not going to put him in here permanent. I'll probably ship him separately and then just instruct the person to put this in there. But I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to secure him with some floral pins, and then I'll make that decision later. But then I've got, let's see what else we have over here. I wanted to do some red and yellow, and that's one of my favorite color combinations. And so I grabbed, my first instinct was to just use these poppies. And but you've got the red and you have the yellow, but then you also have the orange in here too. And I thought the red really looks nice with the red in his comb and his face there. I also have these other lilies that I like. These I've borrowed off of this, as you can tell. But I really like these lilies that Hobby Lobby has. And then I also have some geraniums. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. I'm kind of starting to steer away from the poppies right now, but I don't know. And then I also I wanted to put a little bit of yellow, and again, I'm starting to steer away a little bit from the poppies since they have the orange in there. I don't know if you can appreciate that. Almost looks red on camera, but it really, to me, it looks more orange. But there again, we'll play it by ear. I also have some little daisies that I thought would look cute. And then this is a clover bush that I might add. I don't know. You know how I operate. We'll just go or design as we go, okay? All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Now, this is going to be a one-sided arrangement because, of course, the rooster, he's pointing one direction. And I'm going to make this the front of my arrangement. I'm going to have the handle on the back. I was thinking I might even prop it so it stays up a little bit, or I might take it off. We'll see, right? Again, I don't know what I'm doing whenever I get on here, okay? I just have a concept, but I try to design on the fly, and that way you can kind of see hear my thinking and why I do different things, okay? All right, now the first thing I want to do, I'm going to place the largest item, which is going to be this chicken, or the rooster. And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm going to put him in here with floral pins. I might take him out later. I don't know. Again, because I might do it just as a temporary fix so that I can ship them separately. I forgot to get my floral pins. Here they are. And that bag was full not too long ago, you guys. I'm going to have to order some more. We have to, been kind of trying to order early this year because, you know, shipping's been just crazy. We're running out of everything here and there. I'm just going to put one of these on each one of his feet right now, and I'm putting them in at kind of an angle. And again, I'm going to see how secure he's going to be on here. Well, just with those two, he feels pretty good. I might go for it. I'm going to go ahead and glue it. And I put one of the pins going this way. I'm going to put the other pin going this way, so it's got a good grasp on that foam. So it's going to be pretty hard for, he's almost going to have to come out with his legs coming off before he's going to come out of there. So I'm glad. I wasn't sure how secure he was going to be as heavy as he is. Okay. Yeah, he's in there real good. So we'll just leave him. Okay? And I put him kind of centered so I can put a little bit of stuff up here, but he's a little bit in the front of the center because I want to put the bulk of the goodies back here. Okay? All right. Hey, Cindy and Carol. There's Joyce. There's Greg. How are you guys doing? All right. I'm going to zoom in. Actually, I probably need to drop you down a little bit. Close your eyes. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh, Jean's getting rain in the UK. Oh, and it's evening there. I guess. I don't. What kind of a time difference is it, Jean, from here to the UK? She says it's raining and a rainy evening over there. Okay, now, this is what we have so far. I'm going to put just a little bit of greenery, and then we'll start adding some florals after that. But I want to kind of establish a line where we're going to put everything. And I brought several greens because I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. But when I think of a chicken or a rooster, I think of them hanging out in the grass. I remember when I was a kid, we had chickens, and I don't know, I just think of them being out there in the grass, scratching around, trying to get all whatever they're eating there. But let me turn him around. I'm going to put just kind of a backdrop. I also have this other bush. I guess we could use that too. Let me look. We might use both of them. I'm gonna start off with the greens though, the grass though. It's like I said, in my mind, I always envision those chickens out there in the grass. And we had chickens when I was little. Not that I like them. My job used to be to go out and gather the eggs in the morning. And one morning I was out there, well, actually it was the last morning that I ever did this. I was out there gathering the eggs, and the rooster attacked me. Jumped on top of my head, scratched my face all up and everything. Of course, I threw my eggs up in the air, and I walked in the back door. I never will in a million years forget it. I walked in the back door, and I threw down that basket covered in eggs and blood, and I told my mom I am never doing that ever again. And I didn't. I was like, I still hate chickens to these days. I like them in arrangements, though. All right, I'm going to start out, like I said, just to have a backdrop. You guys really wanted to know that about me, right? Okay, Jean says it's just after 6 p.m. there. Okay, well, so I think it's 1 o'clock here, so you're about 5 hours ahead of us. Yeah, isn't it funny, some of the memories that you come back with that just stick in your mind? But I do. I remember stomping in that back door, and I was like, I am never doing that again. Ever. Okay, I want one just a little bit taller right here. Here's what I have so far. Oh, yeah, Donna, I love this grass, too. It doesn't need picked. That's right. Yeah, some of those simple things that we appreciate, isn't it? I know. Okay, and this one I left a little bit longer because I want a little taller one right here in the center. And I'd like to have another one about the same size over on this side. Okay. Doesn't he look like he's out in the farmhouse? Anybody else have any chicken stories like that? Or rooster stories? Now I'm trying to, as I'm putting these greens in, I'm trying to push the moss out of the way so that I don't drag that moss all the way down. Let me raise that up just a hair. So I don't grab that moss all the way down through with the glue. Okay? All right. And we'll put some up here in the front too. I want some, I like the way it kind of drapes. And I want some kind of draping over the edges here too. And we'll almost lay it just almost sideways. Kind of like this. If you can see that. I'm going to lay it kind of sideways and put it in here kind of toward the center. Want it just to kind of drape over the edge. I'm going in almost underneath his leg there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over on the other side. Need to get me a couple more of these. One more of these little stems, I think. Yeah, this is a bush. I think it's from, yeah, it's from Regency. Oh, Cindy said Cindy had to do the chickens too. She had to took a trash can with her to keep it between her and the rooster. Well, you know what? He never was mean before, but like that day, something struck him that he didn't like, and boy, I tell you what, he got me good. Like I said, I was covered in blood and eggs and everything else when I walked in that back door. I'm sure my mom probably thought, what a sight. But, okay. All right, I'm going to stop there. Now, I'll probably come in here later and I'll put a little bit more forward here, but not just yet. But that's what we have so far. Okay, now comes decision time. I've got to decide what flowers I want. And I'm kind of thinking country, of course, with the chicken. But I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm kind of leaning toward the geraniums. I don't know why it makes me think of, I don't know, it makes me think of the front porch with grandma or something. I don't know. But I'm kind of leaning toward these rather than the poppies or the lilies. I suppose I could always bring in one of the others also, but for right now I'm going to go with some geraniums. And let me cut off a few of these. And I'm going to leave the leaves on them for right now. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and clip a couple of them off kind of long. And this is a Hobby Lobby bush. The geraniums are. You can get geraniums about anywhere. Of course, they're different qualities, and this is a pretty decent quality. The heads are a little bit on the smallish side, but they look nice, and the leaves are good. I use these leaves a lot whenever I'm finishing off the back of a wreath. I like to use geranium leaves, if I have enough anyway. All right, let's see if that'll do it. Like I said, I wanted a couple of tall ones. Maybe not quite this tall. Let me cut that down just a little bit. And I'll turn this around here in a second once I decide. I'm going to go ahead and place them first before I go ahead and glue them in. But we'll go ahead and, I want one a little bit on the tallish side. Okay, to draw the color up. And I want one, if I put one over here, I want to go diagonally over here. That would look nice with the leaves kind of hanging over the edge there. If I could find one with the smaller leaves. The leaves on this one are pretty huge. I'm going to use this one with the smaller leaf. And again, I'm just going to kind of let him kind of hang over the edge there. You trim this down just a bit. And again, I'm gonna place it. I'll come back and I'll glue them once I'm happy with the placement. I don't like that. I need a bigger flower head. I'll worry about the leaves later. I may even have to put 2 of them together. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and trim these leaves off because I can't get them to lay the way I want with the flower placement the way I want it. But I am going to bunch 2 of them together because I want kind of a good pop of color right there. And then, like I said, I'll come back later and we'll put some leaves underneath the here. Let me trim this off. And these, I'm not going to be able to get them at the angle I want if I just push those in there. So I'm going to take a floral pin underneath his legs here. And that's what we're going to use to place these. There we go. There we go. All right, I like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue this guy in because I like that placement. I can get my fingers in there. And when you're gluing these in, you don't have to put them in real far. You can just kind of put them in about 1 inch, 2 inches. Don't feel like you have to put them in real far. I forgot to bend this just a little bit. You want to bend your stems so that they look a little bit more natural. Okay. All right, now I've got some color here and here. I need to bring some down on the other corners as well. Let me move this out of the way. And I'm just going to go ahead and trim that leaf off. They're not laying the way I want them to. Let's see. Maybe we'll just put that just kind of peeking out behind his tail. So is anybody doing anything fun this weekend? I think it's supposed to rain here all weekend, or well, at least tomorrow. So we definitely won't be doing anything outdoors. I really need to get some flowers planted and repositioned. And thank you to everybody who had the suggestions for my hydrangea replacement yesterday. Okay, that's what we have so far. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Hey, Cheryl and Charlene. How are you guys? All right. Let me get one more. We put one back here. You know, we're going diagonal. Got color here, color here. I'm going to cut color here. I need to bring some in here. Okay. And I'm feeling about, let's see. Got right in there. I'll turn it back around once I get it placed. Let me look here. We just try to balance out, but you don't want it all on one level. You want to kind of stagger your color, stagger your height of everything, just like you would in a wreath. Okay. All right. I like that. All right. So that's what we have so far. We may add some more red later. Maybe even just right here behind him, kind of like stair step down. But we'll see. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this leaf off for right now. It's kind of like overpowering everything back here. Now the other one, I'm going to leave it there. All right, now let's add a little bit of yellow. And I've got to make a decision on which yellow I want to do. I was thinking something kind of spiky. I also have these little daisies that I really like. And then, like I said, I have the poppies as well. But the poppies are almost more of a golden color. Let me look at it. No, I think I want something a little bit more spiky. I'm going to try this on for size, and then I'll turn it around for you. And this is a paper bush, which I use these on occasion. You cannot put them outside, obviously. This is an indoor arrangement, of course. I like that. So we can use paper products in the interior arrangement. They usually have good color. That's one thing. But I kind of like that spikiness there. Okay, so let's go for it. Let me cut off some of these. Of course, we could also go with those, but I think I want the spiky. All right. There again, I'm thinking about my chickens being out in the grass. I'm just going to cut off a few of these. I don't doubt that we'll use that whole entire bush. Some of these have the little wispy flower. Some of them do not. I'm going to try to grab some of both. And I know there's, Farmhouse has always been big in the last couple of years, and there's been kind of a trend away from it, not completely, but more to what they call a modern farmhouse. But I have to tell you, when I'm listing anything farmhouse in my Etsy shop, it sells pretty quick. So, sometimes we as designers are a little bit more ahead of the curve, so to speak. Just like myself, Buffalo Check's been all the rage here lately, and I'm going to go ahead and start placing these, then I'll turn them around. But, I don't want to go out. Just, 2 years ago, I replaced everything with the Buffalo Check, and that's not cheap. And I'm really not in a hurry to replace it again and spend all that money, you know what I mean? So we have to consider our customers whenever we're doing our designs. I think this kind of design, though, is always in style. It seems. Kind of the rustic, kind of cute, kind of rustic. Something like this would be good for Mother's Day also, that's coming up. All right. I think I'm going to like the spiky. Okay, let's just kind of spread around this color now. Let's see. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the color with the red. We need to, we brought some of it up here. So now I need to start looking for a place down here. Okay. And I think I'm going to go without the little flower on this piece. If I can find one. I thought I did. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, right here in my hand. Good grief, Teri. I tell you, my brain has not been working today. This morning, my oldest daughter, her birthday is the 10th of April. And this morning, I told my husband, I was thinking it was the 10th today. Told my husband, TJ's birthday's today, don't forget, kind of thing. And so I texted her early this morning because Mom wanted to be, oh shoot, that just fell out. Mom wanted to be the first one to tell her happy birthday, of course. And her response was something about tomorrow. I don't even remember what she said, but I just thought it was weird. I'm going to glue this, put a little bit more glue on that floral pin. But anyway, told her happy birthday and, make sure she's looking for her gift and that all that kind of stuff. Not thinking anything about it, and just that she was being weird. And then I went to make this post for this live, and it said the 9th. And I thought that all of a sudden it dawned on me that her birthday's not today, it's tomorrow. And here I was being the one being stupid. All right. Like I said, we had the yellow here and the yellow down here. Okay. Oh, Evelyn said she did the same thing and her son's on the 10th also. So it's something in the air, Evelyn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just thought her whenever she said, I don't even remember what she said, and I was like, she is really being weird. But anyway, I called her after I figured it out, and I was like, do you think your mom's losing her mind? She didn't comment. All right, now we've got the 2 corners here. Now we're going to do the 2 corners that way. Just like we did our red. I think this is going to be cute, you guys. I'm liking this already. All right. So we've got that one there. So we're going to need to come back over on this side. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter, just so there's kind of a hint of the yellow back here. Well, I'm glad to know it was not just me that did that. And I don't know that I've ever done that with a kid's birthday. I got to use my pliers that are getting so many things down in here. It's kind of hard to get my fingers back in there and place these. I want the flower kind of draping off to the side here. There we go. All right. That's what we have so far. It's going to be darling. I feel like I need a little bit more color up here. Hey, Maureen and Tanya. And let's see, do I want some of these flowers or not? I'm going to put one more yellow up here, kind of coming over the edge. We may have to throw in just a little bit more red with it. I'm going to take off that little wispy flower and use one of these ones that is a little bit shorter. Kind of even this up. I'm going to have to pick this one. I'm going to slide that right down here in the front. Just to, what I want to do, I want to offset how this kind of shoots out. I want to offset that down here the same way. Again, the whole goal as I'm designing this, I'm trying to keep, think about balance. Balance in both color and in size, and symmetry. I mean, I don't want it just perfectly symmetrical, but I don't want it, one side to be huge and the other side not. Okay, now I feel like I need just a few more of these little flowers over in this area. I have the one, but it's kind of hidden back here. And I just cut this one off, so let me see where I can put maybe a couple. I don't think we need any more of these little, what are those? I said it was a clover bush, but I don't know what these little guys are. Almost looks like a heather or something like that. I feel like I need some right in this area right here. So let me get these placed together here. And of course I'm going to have to pick it. Trying to get these little flowers off of here. There we go. And this is so thin. This right here is almost like a thread. And so what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to double this up. Otherwise, my pick machine is just going to slide right out. Okay, so I just doubled that up. Put my pick on there. And even if you're using a wooden floral pick, you still need to think about that. You know, if you don't want that, you know, to pick something and it just slide right out the edge. All right, I think just right over here. Okay, now, and we're probably going to need to bring a few of them up here in the front as well. But I'm saving a space. I plan to put a little bow on here also. We could go ahead and do that now before we get too much further along, but that's what we have so far. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Ruth and Lucinda. How are you guys doing? All right, let me get my ribbon. I was thinking yarn. I couldn't get yarn out of my head. I don't know why. I haven't used yarn for a long time. All right, get this out of the way. Okay. All right, here's what I brought to the table. My first thought was to add 3 ribbons. I was thinking I was going to add these 2 and then add a red, just like a solid red. But I kind of decided against that. Actually, I feel like we've got plenty of yellow going on right now, so I'm leaning away from the yellow. So let's put that off to the side. This one has both the red and the gingham, which I was thinking the gingham to make it kind of countrified. But now I'm leaning toward just the plain black and white gingham. Just right here at the base. I think we'll just make a little bow out off of that. Because right now, like I said, I think we got a good amount of color going on. I do see a few spots where I need a little bit more red, but I think we're good on the yellow. Okay? All right, so I'm just going to make a simple bow. Get plenty of yarn, or gosh, why did I keep on calling that yarn? I feel like my brain's having a disconnect today. Okay. All right. It's just a simple bow. I'm not sure how many loops I want to put. Probably 4 is what I'm thinking. And if anybody needs any help with bow making, I do have blog post on my blog for multiple ways to make bows. I've got some there for by hand with the easy bow and with the pro bow. Real up close personal instruction. But then also we've started every Tuesday here on our page. I've started doing bow making. That's the only thing we do on Tuesdays. Bows, bows, and more bows. Talk about ribbons, ribbon selection and that. I'm thinking one more. I'm going to make one more loop. If I don't want it, we can always make it into tails. Okay? I feel like that one loop's a little bit long. Okay, get a pipe cleaner here. And I was going to tell you guys too, as it relates to ribbons, I did just today. I've gotten in a couple of more boxes of ribbon. I haven't opened them yet. I don't exactly remember what's in there. But I'll be listing them on my site. I'll be getting some more ribbon combinations on my site here. If not today, it'll be tomorrow. But I'll post here on my page whenever I get that done. All right, now let me go ahead and trim this off. And I'm going to leave this stem a little bit on the long side. My foam does not start until it's down pretty low. So I'm not going to be able to just take a steel pick and just stick it in there. I'm going to have to use a wooden floral pick for this. But I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I left a stem pretty long, probably about 1.5 inches here on my bow after I did the pipe cleaner. Let me get a floral pick if I can reach them. Okay, and we got the wooden floral pick, and it has the wire here. Okay. I'm going to take that, I'm going to just set it right up here, right next to that pipe cleaner. Okay. Got the pipe cleaner there, if you can see it. Got the pipe cleaner right there. And then the wooden pick right up next to it. I'm going to take that little wire, I'm going to wrap it around the pipe cleaner. Go up and down. Okay, so now I've got a stem here. I'm going to take some floral tape. I'm just going to wrap that right around that. Hey, Ethel May, how are you? I sent off your ribbon yesterday, Ethel May. Are you able to get to it yet? Ethel May lives in Canada, but the Canadian border's been closed, so she ordered all this stuff from me that is sitting in storage in Montana. I hope it's still there whenever they open the border, Ethel May. All right, I'm just taking that tape and kind of covering up that. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. And that tape is not sticky until you start pulling it, and it just sticks right on itself. But that's what it looks like now. Now I can take this pick and I can just stick it right down into that foam. Okay? All right. I'm going to shorten up this. This is a 6-inch pick, but I don't have any 4-inch ones right now. I'm hoping that they're going to be here today. Hope so. All right, let me dip this. All right, I'm just going to put it right here, right in front of him. And it's going to fill this space. Trying to get all the glue off of me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fix these tails, and then I'll turn it around for you. Get my loops positioned and everything. I love it. Yeah, like I said, I started thinking I was going to use all these colors in the bow, but I think less is more in this case. Cute, cute, cute. I love it. All right, I'm going to trim these tails off just a hair. I am going to dovetail them. And like I said, if we decide we don't want all these loops, we can always take them and turn them into tails. Isn't that cute? Oh, thank you, Donna. All right. Now, like I said, just looking at it, I feel like I need a little bit of red right in this area right here. Oh, yeah, Debbie, you can't go wrong with gingham in a country like I'm trying to see this comment here. Oh, put a rooster or chicken. This is a rooster. He's a rooster. I'm pretty certain. He looks like a rooster to me. All right. Now, let me see where I'm going to put a little bit more red back here. And I just want a little hint of it. So I'm looking for the smallest. I'm looking for the smallest blossom I could find. And I'm thinking I don't even necessarily want it that visible from the front. Maybe even just kind of where you can peek it over the top there. Thank you, Linda. So let me shorten this off just a little bit. Let's see. Sneak that right in here. There we go. Like I said, I didn't want a whole lot of red. I just wanted kind of a hint of the red to kind of fill in that space. Okay? All right, that's what we have so far. Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank you. Oh, Greg, thank you so much. That's sweet of you to say. Okay, let me look here. I think we need to start adding some greenery. I'm pretty happy with the way the florals are now. Well, with the exception, looking at that, I feel like we need a touch of yellow right here. Just a little bit, not very much. Let me see what I want to put. Let me see if I can just grab a couple of these little flowers. Where'd my clippers go? Here they are. Yeah, just a hint. And to do that, I'm going to shorten this up and I'm going to stack one of these on top of the other. Trying to cut that down inside of it. There we go. I want just kind of a little cluster like this. And I'm going to have to pick it. All right. I'll turn it around here in a second. There we go. All right, just added just a touch of yellow. I almost feel like he needs to come in just a little bit more. I wanted him to be a little shorter than that. All right, one more piece here I'm going to glue. There. I wanted it just kind of peeking out from underneath the bow there. Okay? All right, so that's what we have so far. Now, I think we're good on the florals. I think now let's just add just a little bit of greenery. I don't want to pack this tight. Okay? And let me see what all I've got here. I'm thinking I like this. It is a myrtle leaf bush. And I don't even know where I got it. But it just, what I like is, I like the texture and I like that it's kind of wispy. And I'm just going to put a little bit of it around. Again, not too awfully much. Everybody doing okay out there? Oh, Debbie has that chicken or rooster. I think he's a rooster. From what I remember with when we had chickens, I think he's a rooster. And actually, he looks kind of similar. Well, no, I should say that. The one that attacked me was just white. We had two roosters. One of them, his name was Tonka. I don't know why we called him that, but he was Tonka. And then we also had Lone Ranger. Or not Lone Ranger, Lone Orange. Don't ask me where we got those names, because I have no idea. Okay, let me see what I'm going to do with this greenery. And I'll turn it around here in a second, once I kind of get an idea. Okay, I like that there. And I'm filling holes with these greens. That's all I'm doing. Again, I don't want it packed in there tight. I want everything to be good and airy. I just filled that hole right there. Okay. And since I put a little bit here, then I'm thinking, what do I need to put back here, right? I'm going to take one of these taller ones. So we need it visible behind the rooster. Okay. All right, so I balanced it off, brought that back there. Okay. All right, now I'm thinking the other way. Okay. And I've got this one, it's a little bit thick. I'm going to thin it down just a little bit. I just took off a little piece of it. You can always use that someplace else. I'll put that right here in the front. Okay. So I put that most recent one right here. So now I'm going to come over here back in the back corner. Okay. And I need more. What I like about this bush is I'm able to take each one of these stems and make it into two pieces, because I can move all of these greens. All right, now this one I'm wanting just a little bit taller. I don't know why it took me so long to use this little rooster. I've had this idea to make this arrangement in my mind for a long time, and I'm loving it. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Okay. All right, so we got that piece back there. You can see it from the front. Okay. All right, now let me look here. I feel like we need just a little bit of that green right in this area right here, and then we'll balance it off down here. All right, so I'm going to take one of these short ones. And when I trim this in half like I did, what I do, I just take my needle nose pliers and I just turn that end under so that these greens don't slide off the end there. Okay? All right, let's see. Just going to apply it right down here. There we go. We put that over there. Okay, now I'm going to match it over here on the other side. I said on the other side, but I need to put it right up here in front, just so we have a little bit of that greenery showing up here in the front. Let's see. All right, I put some right here just so, like I said, so we have some in the front. I'm going to bring some down here on the other side just to kind of mirror it. Don't want a whole lot. Till just this minute, I forgot about that handle back there. I don't know. I might just leave that just like it is. Okay. All right, so now I've got the bow flanked with that greenery I just added. It's right in here and right on this side. Okay? All right, let me look at it now. I think I need just a little bit more of that greenery back here that we just added. So I'm going to look for a taller piece, which is perfect because that's what I've got left. It's a nice tall one. Yeah, right in there. All right, let me look here. Sometimes you got to back up before you can actually see. I mean, sometimes it's hard when you're designing, you're right on top of things. It's hard to see what's going on. I'm going to drop that down just a little bit. There we go. Almost feel like I need just a little bit right over in this area too. A little bit tall. And I think we're almost done, you guys. Where'd my clippers go? And I'm probably going to need to pick this one. We have to put a floral pick on this because it's not tall enough. Uh-oh, I hope I'm not out of my 6-inch. I sure am. Darn it. Let me see. Let's see what else we can do. All right, let me show you a trick here, guys. I don't have any more of my floral picks until I'm hoping later today. So what I did, I just took a long piece of what it is a bush like this, okay, bush like this, and I just took one of those stems, and that's what I'm going to use as my pick. I need to bend over the top of it here. And then we're just going to take our floral tape. Sometimes it's kind of tricky getting it started, especially if you're doing metal on metal. You gotta make sure you go all the way down so it doesn't slide down too. There you go. Now we're getting it. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted just a little bit taller of a piece right back in this area just to balance this off. I've got this a little bit taller over here. I want to kind of balance it with this. Okay? Just see how long I need that. I think my comments stopped again, you guys. They keep on starting and stopping. When I play with it, it'll start back up. Okay. All right. I really like this. You look here. See what else we need. I don't think we need a whole lot. I feel like the bow needs something in it. Let me see what we're going to do with the bow. But that's what we have so far. Isn't it cute? Oh, thank you, Kristen. Oh, Jean does that trick all the time. Yeah. Debbie's wanting to know where I got the rooster. I got this at Hobby Lobby last year. I'm not sure if they have him again this year, but I just like the coloring of him. All right, let me see what I'm going to put in that bow. Need something. Maybe even just one of these little paper flowers. Let me look here. I'll clip one off. I'm going to look at a paper flower and a little piece of geranium. I'm playing around here. I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. I like that. All right. I just grabbed one of these geranium petals, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. All right, so that's what I've got right now, okay? And then I cut off one of these little yellow flowers we had. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on that. Okay, it just kind of puts a little finishing touch there. You can always put a little greenery there within the bow itself too, so it doesn't look like it's just right on top of it. All right, let me see here. I see a little spot here that we just need to put a little greenery underneath of this geranium. Let me see if I can find one of those leaves that's going to work. We're just going to put some finishing touches on it now. And of course, I'm going to have to use a pick. All right, I just put that leaf right underneath that geranium there. I'm going to bring one more on the other side. Thinking maybe one more. Yeah. I'll turn this around here in just a second, guys. All right, all I did, I just added some geranium leaves right here along the front edge, just so we didn't have that raw edge of the container. And I'll do it on the sides and along the back as well, but you get the idea. I think it turned out super cute. I love it. Love it, love it. But I think we're good, okay? All right, I'll get my mess out of the way here. Look at all those flowers I had. Okay. All right. Winter, winter chicken dinner. Who said that? I missed it. And like I said, I wasn't sure how, since he was so heavy, but heck, I can hold that up like that. So, like I said, I took, his feet were metal, and so I just took those pins and placed one of them this way, one of them that way on both of his feet. It's in there very securely. So, thank you guys so much. I so appreciate it. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. Let me lift you up just a bit. There we go. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. You just don't know how much. I really appreciate your company and always being so kind to me. I truly do. All right, well, you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be live again Sunday in the evening. I don't know what we're going to make. It'll be something fun. But you guys have a great rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.